5 years ago, I relocated across the country for a job opportunity. My older siblings, Derek and Clara, remained in our hometown, while I settled into a new life in Seattle. Our father passed away when we were young, leaving our mother with the family home, some savings, and his retirement benefits. Mom turned 63 last year and mentioned she was collaborating with Derek, who had recently earned his real estate license, to sort out her estate. Last autumn, our usual communication shifted dramatically. Mom used to call me twice a week, but suddenly she switched to sporadic late-night texts. Her messages were short and unclear. When I suggested a video call, she'd claim her Wi-Fi was unreliable or that she was too exhausted. I proposed visiting for Thanksgiving, but she insisted she was going on a cruise with her church friends. Derek backed up her story when I called to verify. I trusted him because he had managed Mom's finances since Dad's passing. For Christmas, I mailed gifts to her address. Derek texted, saying Mom was visiting friends but he'd deliver the packages. When I asked for her friend's address, he claimed he didn't have it but assured me she was enjoying herself. It felt strange, but I accepted his explanation. In February, I got a call from a hospital. A nurse explained that Mom had collapsed in a store parking lot with critically high blood sugar. She'd been living in her car for at least 2 months. It was freezing, 26 degrees that night. They found my number in her phone. I flew back immediately. Mom looked frail in the hospital bed, connected to IVs. Her diabetes had spiraled due to missed medications. Her hands were grimy and she wore multiple sweaters for warmth. When she saw me, she murmured, "I didn't want to trouble you." The truth came out slowly last summer. Derek persuaded Mom to sign over the house and her accounts to him and Clara, citing tax benefits and probate savings. After the paperwork, they changed the locks. They told her she could stay in the guest house temporarily. 2 weeks later, Clara said the guest house needed repairs. They gave Mom $2,000 and told her to find a temporary solution. She stretched the money at a budget motel until December, then resorted to living in her car, moving between parking lots and using gas station restrooms to clean up. She was too humiliated to tell me. I confronted Derek from the hospital. "Mom's been homeless," I said. He dismissed it, saying she's exaggerating to get sympathy. He claimed they'd offered her an apartment. That was false. The apartment was a single room with a shared bathroom, costing $1,100 a month. Mom's Social Security was only $1,087. Derek had been collecting her checks, claiming he was managing them for her. I visited Mom's house, now Derek's, where he lived with his wife, Sophia. The yard was newly manicured. A shiny new BMW was parked beside Mom's old Toyota, now sporting Sophia's custom license plate. Derek blocked me from entering. Through the window, I saw Mom's vintage dining table, the one Dad refinished for their 25th anniversary. Sophia served tea in Mom's heirloom porcelain. I hired an attorney specializing in elder abuse. We filed for emergency court orders and contacted Adult Protective Services. The lawyer explained that while the deed transfer seemed legal, the circumstances pointed to financial exploitation. 3 days later, we returned with police and a court order. Derek looked stunned. His attorney, Nathan, tried to bar our entry. The police cited the court order. Inside, most of Mom's belongings were gone: her bedroom set, Dad's watch collection, our family albums. Clara showed up, yelling that we were intruders. She claimed Mom had willingly given them everything because she no longer needed it. We learned they'd sold Mom's possessions through online marketplaces and consignment stores. The proceeds funded their kitchen remodel, Sophia's car, and a trip to Europe. They'd told everyone Mom was thriving in a high-end retirement home. Their accountant, Leonard, had facilitated the transactions, producing documents with Mom's signature, which she thought were routine tax forms. She trusted her children implicitly. When I showed Mom the evidence, she wept quietly. "Still my kids," she whispered. "I don't want them punished." But I couldn't let it go. The lawyer filed civil and criminal complaints. Derek and Clara were served yesterday. They've been calling relentlessly, alternating between threats and sobbing apologies. Last night, Mom stared at old family photos. "I raised them better," she said. I looked at my siblings' faces in those pictures, thinking of how they left Mom to sleep in her car while enjoying her home and belongings. They stole more Arabic scene, Arabic rot, Arabic Khalif, Arabic scene, SYSTEM. More than her possessions, they robbed her of her dignity and trust. I won't stop until they face every consequence. They assumed I'd give up like Mom did. They're wrong. First update 2 weeks later, Mom's health is slowly improving. Her diabetes was dangerously uncontrolled. Her A1C was 11.2. The doctor said she could have died or lost limbs without care. She's on medication and eating regularly, but she tires quickly. It's like watching someone recover from months of torment. I brought her to Seattle to my apartment with a spare room to keep her safe from Derek and Clara the night before we left. Derek showed up at our hotel, playing the concerned brother. I nearly lost it. He claimed they had an agreement that Mom wanted to give them the house and live independently. I asked if that meant a parking lot in freezing weather. He said she mismanaged the $2,000 they gave her. I told him to leave or I'd call security. He tried to push past me to reach Mom, but I held my ground. At 54, I stopped his 61 frame with pure rage. He left when I started recording, warning I'd regret interfering. Our lawyer, Michael, filed for emergency conservatorship with a hearing next week. The police are investigating felony financial elder abuse, as the stolen assets exceed $100,000. Bank records revealed Derek and Clara had been siphoning Mom's money for years, $90,000 in small loans and gifts. They told family Mom had financial troubles, painting themselves as saviors. Aunt Esther, Dad's sister, was horrified to learn Mom was homeless, having believed their story about a fancy retirement home. She's now rallying the family to expose their lies. Sophia was caught wearing Mom's wedding ring and heirloom earrings, claiming Mom gifted them. The accountant, Leonard, admitted Derek implied Mom had dementia to justify the transfers. Mom, sharp as ever, was unaware of the full extent. Leonard's cooperating with the police. Clara sent a vicious text, accusing me of jealousy and abandoning the family. I forwarded it to Michael and blocked her. The conservatorship hearing is next Thursday. Michael expects a strong case to void the transfers due to fraud. The criminal case will take longer. Mom still defends them sometimes, saying they didn't mean it. A psychologist says this is common in elder abuse cases. Last night, Mom had a nightmare, crying out about returning to her car. It took 20 minutes to calm her. I'm consumed with rage, looking at old photos of Derek teaching me to ride a bike, Clara styling my hair for prom. They're unrecognizable now. I'll ensure they face legal and social consequences. Second update: the court hearing was intense. We arrived early to avoid Derek, Sophia, and Clara, who showed up with their lawyer, Jeremy, a real estate specialist unprepared for elder abuse cases. He presented a forged letter claiming Mom gifted her assets willingly. The judge questioned its authenticity, noting no original existed. Michael presented Mom's medical records, proving her competence, and bank statements showing the asset drain. Photos of Mom's car-bound life, dirty clothes, insulin in a gas station cup, stunned the judge. Leonard testified that Derek lied about Mom's intentions, producing emails proving the transfers were meant to ensure Mom's comfort. Mom testified, trembling, that she thought she was signing tax forms, not giving up her home. Clara interrupted, claiming Mom lived beyond her means. The judge asked if a car was her idea of suitable housing. Clara was speechless. Jeremy's cross-examination suggested Mom changed her mind post-transfer. Mom countered, "Why would anyone choose homelessness?" Derek's testimony was inconsistent, claiming Mom's gift was her idea, then his, then a fix for her financial issues. Michael disproved the apartment claim, showing it exceeded Mom's income. Sophia's claim that Mom loaned her the jewelry crumbled when Michael showed photos of her wearing it months earlier. The judge granted me conservatorship, froze Mom's assets, and ordered a full accounting. Clara screamed at Mom outside, security intervening. That evening, Aunt Esther hosted family members who apologized for believing the lies. Uncle Victor, Dad's brother, flew in, bringing old photos that made Mom smile. Meanwhile, Derek and Clara violated the court order, removing furniture from Mom's house at night. Police stopped them but didn't arrest them due to unclear ownership. The house was ransacked, valuables, photos, even Mom's bed gone. She whispered she just wanted her pillow back. The police added theft to the charges. Mom's struggling emotionally, sometimes defending her children. We're focusing on her health and dignity. Third update: the last 3 months were chaos. Derek called my boss, claiming I kidnapped Mom for her money. Clara posted on social media that I was manipulating a mentally unwell mom, tagging family and friends. A restraining order stopped direct contact, but they continued spreading lies. At the next hearing, their new lawyer, Jeremy, pushed the narrative that Mom willingly gave everything. In the hallway, Clara threatened to expose a non-existent drinking problem. I pulled her away, and she scratched my face. Security intervened as she played the victim. The judge granted permanent conservatorship and ordered a full asset accounting. Derek shouted about his family's suffering. Sophia later returned Mom's jewelry, claiming ignorance. Derek confronted her at our hotel, causing Mom a panic attack. An ER visit. Sophia filed for divorce, providing texts proving Derek's intent to hide Mom's money. Derek and Clara were arrested for elder abuse, fraud, theft, and exploitation felonies. Derek violated the restraining order, risking bail revocation. They've been spreading lies about Mom's mental state. We're planning to move to a new state for safety. Mom doesn't want her house back due to painful memories. She agreed to pursue maximum penalties, saying, "They showed me no mercy." The trial looms, and Mom dreads facing them. Your support has helped her see she deserves justice. Final update: Jeremy proposed a plea deal. Return Mom's assets, pay restitution, and accept 5 years probation with no contact. Derek initially demanded community service, but Sophia's evidence, texts about stealing Mom's money, forced his agreement. The accountant found $467,000 stolen in 18 months, including house equity, savings, and Mom's inheritance. Derek had mortgaged the house for a failed investment. The house, remodeled into a cheap flip, was returned to Mom after months of legal work. Mom couldn't live there, so we sold it. The money's in a trust I manage. Derek and Clara took the plea deal, paying $467,000 restitution over 20 years. Missing a payment means prison. Sophia's divorce left Derek with nothing. She returned more items. Their apology letters were insincere, blaming Mom. We're meeting a victim advocate for trial protection. Your support helped Mom realize she's not alone. Hug your loved ones and act fast if you suspect elder abuse.